So, welcome in, people. Welcome in. Now, if people haven't known me for the last 10 years, I'd say I've been under a smear campaign ever since I came out to Christ. Ever since I said that Jesus Christ is Lord, there has been an ongoing smear campaign. And the reason is I'm a targeted individual. I've worked for people, aka John Casablanca, who are satanic. I come from a satanic family who pretty much changed our whole history. The McGraws are elitist fucking assholes, and they virtually destroyed my life. They never nurtured me. They never cared for me. So, for the majority of my life, I was on my own to learn things, to fail at things, while I had a whole crowd of people documenting every downfall I've had, every miscommunication I've had, every painful, humiliating thing I've done, and they put it down as I'm a horrible person. Now, I can tell you I'm not a horrible person. I'm a very kind person. I'm a very giving person. I'm a very empathic person. These people who attack me on a daily basis, and if I wasn't special, if I didn't say the right things by the Lord, I wouldn't have been attacked the way I am. Jesus Christ even said it himself, if the world hates you, know that I hated myself. These people go after family members, these people go after friends, these people go after jobs, opportunities. They go after government officials to do everything they can to silence me. I will not be silenced over the abuse I've had to go through, the satanic ritual abuse I've been through, and the smear campaign is a satanic ritual abuse because it's a humiliation ritual. They think they can feed off my negative emotions because they've sold their soul out. I don't want to sell my soul out. I belong to Jesus Christ, and I declare I will die declaring Jesus Christ is Lord. I will not sign a contract to hurt children so I can get money. I will not sign a contract to hurt no one. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to fight people. I want to understand people. I want to know that people are okay. I want to know people are safe. I want to know people are mentally sound. I want to know that people aren't being harmed. I want to know that people aren't feeling sad and confused about how dark this world is. But the smear campaign continues because they don't want me to speak. And they want people to not listen. And that's why the smear campaign is there. Because this is within MK Ultra, this is government involved too. They do this purposely so people don't listen. So people are distracted to what the truth is. Have I done things in the past that I regret? 100%. But everyone else has. Why do I get the greater punishment when everyone's made similar mistakes as I have? The things I've done in life are minor compared to what these demonic entities do. They stalk people, they harass people, they demean them, they dehumanize them, they treat them like they don't have any feelings because they lack the feelings. They're sociopathic and they're demonically charged. And they're not your friend. They may act like your friend. They'll smile in your face. They'll give you money. But behind the scenes, they treat you like trash. They plot against you. They hurt you. I'm turning off the chat right now because I said I want people to listen. I'm not going to allow you to distract people. Yes, I have a past. Yes, I've said things I regret. But that does not make someone a terrible person for being human. Everyone has a past. Everyone has skeletons in their closet. And everyone says things that they later on regret. I am a person who makes mistakes, but I'm also a person who learns from my mistakes and grows from my mistakes. Now, there is an evil entity out there that's going to try their very hardest to smear my name. I am not one to be smeared. God will not be mocked, and neither will his servants. The judgment of God is coming really soon, and people need to start waking up to that reality. There's going to be a false flag. I'm thinking in the fall. I'm pretty sure in the fall, probably around September, there's going to be a false flag attack. That false flag attack is going to be blamed on Iran. The government is also a demonic entity. We are not ruled by Christians in this country. We are ruled by Baalists. We are ruled by people who worship Moloch. We are people who worship Lucifer, even though it's the most stupidest, retardest thing you could do, is to worship a fallen angel that did nothing but want to see your destruction, and that's why he makes you do all these evil, fucked up things to people. It's for your destruction. It's to kill your soul. It's so you cannot commune with God. Me, I commune with God every day, and I see his angels always around me, protecting me, consoling me. These people want a smear campaign to take away from the message of anti-war, anti-genocide, and anti-pedophiles. They want to take that message away, and they want to turn it into what I did in my past, while ignoring their own past and their own present, while they're doing worse to people than I have ever did in my entire life. I do not spend my life going around trying to destroy others. I spend my life by trying to build people up. The very lowest of society, I build them up. I make them realize that they are worth it, and there is someone that sees and hears them. That is my goal. That is my mission that the Lord Jesus Christ gave me in my life. There are fake Christians out there that want to pose as Christians while they go and they do nothing but smear people and dehumanize them. They are not believers in God, because if they were believers in God, they would edify someone who's already down. They would not keep putting someone down who's already down on the ground. Literally, I have been told that I have no humility, that I'm not humble. Do you know the definition of humble? Do you know the etymology of the word? It means on the ground. I'm literally on the ground. How humble can you fucking get? I sleep on the ground. I sit on the ground. I walk on the ground. That is humility. That is humbleness. Because I choose not to conform to a society that is broken, conform to a society that is doomed to end. I will not conform to a society that is satanic. I will not conform to a society that wants to protect a country who kills babies. I want nothing to do with that society. Society is evil, it is broken, and it will be destroyed by the Lord thy God very soon. Trust me on that. I have the spirit of Elijah in me, and because of that, I am the one who will announce his coming. And he's coming very soon. So you better start fucking repenting, people. You better start getting on your knees, evaluating your behavior, evaluating your thoughts, and being like, is this what God would want from me? No, it's not. He told you to take care of the poor. He told you to take care of the widows. He told you to take care of the children. He told you to be there for them. And you're not. You're so distracted over the mistakes of one's life that you cannot see the reality of what's going on right in front of you. Your soul is dying. Little by little, every day, your soul is dying. The more you put someone down, your soul is getting deader and deader and deader. The more you treat someone like trash, the more your soul is dying. Do you get it? Do you not get Lucifer's trick? Because you're so high and mighty thinking you're special because you got money for doing what you do. Do you know there are Craigslist ads that people pay for smear campaigns against people? Did you know that? It's true. How many of you motherfuckers got paid to treat me like trash? How many of you? How many of you? I bet it's a lot of you. I bet it's a lot of you who get paid to treat me like trash. You included, Buff. What they pay you in order to destroy your soul, you stupid motherfuckers. You want to come around a person who's doing everything she can to survive, everything she can to keep people going, and you want to smear her and make it seem that she's evil. Well, she's not. Actually, I am glad I am separated from society. I am proud that I help people that need to be helped. I am proud to be by their side. I am proud to be a friend of the homeless. Jesus Christ was homeless. He didn't even have a rock to put his head on. And here you are bashing homeless people like you're some kind of entitled fucking bitch. You're not entitled to hurt people. No matter how much you get paid, you're still not entitled to it. Because the Lord is taking count on every single time you hurt someone who is the least of these. Jesus Christ said, whatever you do the least of these, you do unto me. Why are you hurting Jesus so bad? That's what I'm wondering, huh? Self-proclaimed Christians out there with your smear campaigns, with your gossip. How many of you do this to the least of these? How many of you should be fucking on your knees crying out for forgiveness to God? Because every single time you do something to me, you do it unto him. You stupid, foolish people. Do you get that? Do you get how much you hurt Jesus? Do you get that he's taking an account? Do you get that you're going to be accountable on the day of judgment over the little secret things you do? Do you get that? Now, I may not be perfect, but I try my best to do good. I try my best to not sin. I try my best to be loyal, to be friendly, to be kind, to be empathic, even to my enemies. To my enemies out there, if I saw you sitting on the street, crying your eyes out, not knowing what the fuck to do, I would be there with my arm around you, telling you it's gonna be fucking okay, that you can get through this, that God is on your side. You know why? Because I do it every fucking day of my life. Every day of my life, I'm consoling someone, I'm helping someone, I'm making them feel better about themselves. Because being thrown away from society is hard. Walking everywhere is hard. Not knowing when your next meal is hard. Only having one meal a day because you know where to go to get one meal a day is hard. Not being to bathe every day, that's hard. Trying to figure out how the hell am I supposed to get this money for this one thing that I need in order to get better, it's hard. And you kick people down when they're at their lowest. You don't build them up. All you motherfuckers out there telling people to get a job, get a job, get a job. Shut the fuck up. Are you offering a job? How can you tell someone to get a job when you have no offer for them to get a job? How can you tell someone to get a job when as soon as they get a job, you get them fired from the fucking job? You're abusive. You're manipulative. You're evil. And you're all gonna go to hell for it. Because you do not repent to the Lord Jesus Christ. Instead, you sit there, self-righteous, thinking you're better than someone because you have money. Oh, good for you. What does your money do for you other than make you a bigger asshole than you were when you were poor? You don't appreciate the finer things in life. You can't appreciate a glass of water like I can. You can't appreciate a morsel of food like I can. You can't appreciate a cigarette like I can. You know why? You take that shit for granted, yo. You take everything, all your wealth for granted when it can slip out of your fingers real quick. All you need is an earthquake, a mudslide, a flood, and all the fucking wealth you brag about is gone. And then you have the nerve to look at people who are homeless and call them scumbags, lazies, a drain on society, when the biggest drain on society is the military-industrial complex. But you don't want to go and acknowledge that, do you? you satanic fools. You don't want to acknowledge that at all, what the biggest threat and drain on society is. You think helping people is a drain on society when we put 90% of our budget in bombing people? You fucking idiots. 0.05% gets put in to help the poor. And we're the drain, really? We're the drain on society when we get pennies. Pennies. But you go support your war. You go support the bombing of babies. And then you can be in front of God and answer to Him. See, when you get to heaven, guess what? I'm the first person you're gonna fucking talk to. You're gonna meet Sandalphon, and they're the first person you talk to before you talk to God. You think I'm bad? Try the Holy One. Try the Creator. All I do is test your heart. After me, the test is over. Now you're into judgment, and there's nothing I can do or say to help you, because you already showed the contents of your heart. You already showed what you're obsessed with. You already showed your unkind nature to an angel. Now all the things I have said in anger was a reaction to people pushing and pushing and pushing. A reaction. And then you're gonna judge me on the reaction. That's reactionary abuse. Did you know that? Do you know how abusive you pigs out there are? Are you self-aware of your abusive nature? I bet you don't. I bet you're completely unaware of your abusive nature because it's your nature and you can't see it because Satan blinded you to how vile and reckless you are with your soul, and you damn well know it. You want to say you're a Christian. You want to say, I was going to be a preacher. Then why are you engaging in fucking shit that would make God turn his eyes away from you? Why would you act like Lucifer? Why would you hate your fellow man? Why would you judge someone based on their mistakes instead of judging yourself by your own mistakes? Why don't you self-evaluate yourself before you try to evaluate others? How about not judge others? Because God's going to judge you. He's going to judge you how you judge others. And he's going to meet you at your judgment. So if you want me to be eternally suffering from every mistake I've done, that's going to be your fate in hell. You're going to eternally suffer forever because of your mistakes, because of how you judged me. Do you get that? Jesus also said, if you don't forgive others, God will not forgive you. Know that. Know that. So if you can't forgive me, God will not forgive you. I forgive myself and my mistakes. Someone said today, why do we remember your past more than you? Because I don't dwell on my past. I make a mistake. I correct said mistake. I move on with my life. I don't have the time to keep dwelling over every little fucking mistake I ever made, because I grow from my mistakes. I learn from my mistakes. I become a better person because of my mistakes. I don't have to replay everything that's happened in my life over and over and over again, like how you like to replay my life over and over again, because you can't get enough of me. For some reason you hate me, but yet you're obsessed about me. That's pretty fucked up reasoning. You might want to get your head checked for that shit, by the way. Kind of obsessive compulsive, don't you think? You worry that I talk. You worry about, oh no, she exists. I can't get rid of her. Have you ever thought about ignoring a person you don't like? Have you ever thought about just not paying attention? Saving your own mental health? If I affect your mental health so strongly, do my opinions bother you so bad? You poor babies. You poor babies, that my opinions bother you so bad. It bothers you that I'm anti-war. It bothers you I'm anti-genocide. It bothers you I'm anti-pedophile. Probably because you're guilty of all of it. It bothers you. It affects you. It twists you. You don't like it. So you put on your little satanic ritual abuse so you can think you could silence a holy one. My mouth doesn't come from me. It comes from God. Just know that. But yeah, there's going to be a false flag in September. I'm pretty sure of that. And they're going to blame Iran. My feeling is Netanyahu will be sacrificed for it to make him some kind of martyr, even though he's a butcher. He's an abuser of mankind. He's an evil piece of shit. And he's gonna burn in hell for every fucking crime he's committed against humanity forever. He's gonna be in the deepest part of hell, man. And since he's a prime minister, he's gonna have double the condemnation because he's supposed to be some kind of leader. A leader of genocide, a leader of war, a leader of lies, a leader of deceit, a leader of rape. Same like our fucking pedophile president. Am I afraid of the government picking me up and putting me in some kind of fucking place? No, because the government is aware if something happens to me, the sky will crack and their fucking time is short. They're aware of that. You're gonna see my body on the streets for 3 days. Know that. You're gonna see it with your eyes, and no one can touch these bodies because the radiation of the Lord is going to come off them. It's going to be a cool event until we resurrect from the dead, because our place isn't with this world. Our place is with the Lord. You're going to see it and you're going to wonder, and you're then Judgment Day. Congratulations. You make it to Judgment Day. You're in front of the Lord. He's going to tell you exactly everything you've done to another human being. Every vile, contemptuous, evil thing you've done to someone. It's going to be exposed. So I'm not really concerned about being exposed about my past that I've learned from, apologized over repeatedly. And I'm no longer going to apologize over my past. Because you know what? It's the past, and I've grown from it. Way more than all you stupid people out there that want to do the smear campaign. It's amazing how little you matured, how little you've grown, how little you've become a person, a good person, a great person, one who wants significant change in the world, one that wants good in the world. It's really interesting, you satanic fucking monsters. And now, God is putting a spirit on you, and you're all looking distorted. You're all looking like you have kuru. You're all getting super fucking deadly thin, and your faces are looking uglier than ever before. That's the fate you get when you serve that stupid fallen angel, dumbasses. You don't like the words that come out of my mouth? I don't give a damn. I don't care if you're offended. I don't care if your mama's offended. I don't care if your daddy's offended. I don't care. I've had over 10 years of a smear campaign against me. I've had harassment upon harassment upon harassment upon me. I've been stalked, but notice, no one could touch me. No one could physically touch me, and I bet you bastards wish you could physically touch me. There's only one person that can take me out, and he knows exactly who he is because he's living in a place that he really wants a ballroom, and he can't seem to get the money to make said ballroom. You don't believe me? Just watch. Just watch. I can't even get the results of my DNA for a reason, because they know who I am. They always have. That's why they stole me as a baby and made it seem like I was a McGraw. Never was. The official story of my birth is really weird and makes no logical sense. It really doesn't. And how my supposed family treated me, it was very MK Ultra. It was very invalidating environment, very sad environment, very lonely environment, very hostile environment. Do you know my parents kept trafficking me to men since I've been a child? Do you know I was in CP at the age of 7? Did you know that? It was a little girl, and she knew all about sex, and she did it to me in front of a camera. I remember that. Happened in Meriden, Connecticut at Blackstone apartment building. I have big holes in my memory, but I remember my mother And my father, who kept pushing me to be with older men when I was a child, kept trying to sell me to the highest bidder. You didn't know that, though. Instead, you listened to their fucking dumbass lies. But you'll find this all out on Judgment Day. You'll know the truth then. Do you not see the pain in my eyes? Do you not see the anger in my eyes? Do you not see the disappointment in my eyes? Do you not see the sadness in my eyes? That pain, that resolute pain there. Because I know I've experienced injustice. I know I keep experiencing injustice. I know my handlers are trying to MK Ultra me. You cannot MK Ultra a child of God, because we will eventually snap out of it and we will go back to the Father and love Him. You can't do it. You can't program me the way you want to, and you can't silence me the way you want to either, because I will always speak. I will always whistle blow. So there's only one solution to this. You're gonna have to come and get me, government, and bring me to Israel and do what you need to do. And you damn well know it. But for some reason, you can't touch me. You're afraid to touch me. So instead, you invent this satanic ritual abuse fucking smear campaign against me, hoping maybe she'll hurt herself. Maybe that'll work. It never worked when I hurt myself. I've sliced and sliced and sliced at my arms, but it never took me out. I can't be taken out. I can't take myself out. I'm stuck here on the earth until His coming. I know that now. And I don't give a damn how many people say I'm crazy. I don't give a shit. Because everything I've ever said has happened. Everything I've said that came out of my mouth has happened. I warned you guys of COVID before COVID even happened. You wanted to laugh, call me crazy, and then it happened. And you damn well know that people drop when they try to get to me. You damn well know how many people around my circle has dropped dead for trying to destroy me. You know why? Because I'm divinely loved and protected by the Lord thy God. The Creator has my back. The Creator will always have my back, because I'm favored by Him. You know why I'm favored by Him? Because I obey Him. Because I'm there for Him. Because I try my best to understand Him on a personal level, instead of thinking that He's some kind of wish maker. I have a personal relationship with God. I don't just say I'm a Christian. In fact, I don't say I'm a Christian at all. I'm a follower of the way. I'm the follower of the Jesus. I believe if you give the last that you have, it will be returned back to you sevenfold. I believe if you love thy neighbor as yourself, he will reward you for it. I believe that the heart contains your essence, and if your essence is pouring out nothing but evil, contempt, vileness, you're not going to get in the kingdom of God. You're not even going to be able to taste it. You're going to go into a place that's dark, that burns, and you're going to know that you did it to yourself because you decided to go in the ways of the devil instead of the ways of God. I choose to go in the ways of God. I choose to love people. I choose to try to be as respectful as I can for people, to try to understand them instead of judge them, to not dehumanize them. But I also reflect other people's attitudes. So if you're getting a shitty fucking attitude from me, it's probably because you gave that attitude first. In fact, 100% of the time, that's really what it is. I'm showing you your own energy, and for some reason you big babies out there don't like your own energy. So why are you giving it out to people who don't deserve it? I don't deserve the treatment I get from from people. I don't deserve it. Because I don't do people like you do people. I don't treat people like you treat people. And like I said, whatever you do to the least of these, you do unto him. You might want to take my warning seriously instead of taking it lightly like you do. You might want to look deeper in yourself, a little deeper, have some kind of self-awareness that you're hurting someone that doesn't want to hurt you. I've said this before, that I don't have a competitive bone in my body. I don't, because I try my best to look at everyone as an equal, but I will speak the truth. And for some reason, your ears can't handle the truth. You'd rather believe the lie. You'd rather believe in the twisting of reality, just like Eve did. You'd rather listen to the devil's voice. You'd rather do that than being a good human. By being a gentle human, you lack morality and you you lack integrity. Because if you were moral, you wouldn't be attacking me. If you did have integrity, you wouldn't be attacking me. If what I say isn't the truth, you wouldn't try so hard to divert what the truth is. 10 years of you trying to turn someone into a liar. 10 years of brutalizing someone and destroying their life. 10 years of stalking their family members and turning them against them. 10 years. Some of you people, you get doxxed once and you kill yourselves. Do you know how many times I've been doxxed? I didn't do that. I wanted to, but I didn't. I've gone through 10 years of it. You can't handle it happening one time to you. Like, seriously, how many people have you bullied ended up dead? You sick fucks. You mentally ill, unhinged people. How many? Because I see the count is pretty fucking high at this point. And trust me, on Judgment Day, it's all gonna be exposed. Are you gonna be on pins and needles and excited during your exposure? Or are you gonna be on your knees crying, begging for mercy even though you gave no one in your life mercy? You gave no one empathy. You gave no one a chance. You gave no one forgiveness. See, when you stupid people come to me with this stupid accountability excuse you give, you want me to admit to things that aren't true. I will not be gaslighted that way. I know my reality and I know my truth and I know where my life has been, regardless of what you stupid people have to say.